I have been asked over the years how you find time to write when you have kids. Um, to be honest, a lot of my writing happened when my kids were little. I had to force time. I had to make it. I had to schedule for it. So I would wake up early and write. I would write during their naps. I would stay up late and write after they went to sleep. I finished a couple books that way. And then things happen in life and I moved into full-time writing. That was writing all week and then going to events on weekends where I was selling at Comic Cons or other nerdy events that were, whether local. But it was a lot of traveling through the Midwest and the East Coast. Then the kids grew up and they actually hated the lifestyle of being forced. Okay, they were kind of forced. They had to be homeschooled so that we could take them to these events, right? They didn't like it. And so over time, it was less and less fun, less and less easy. And I mean, you gotta care about your kids too, right? And so, we felt bad. We made some changes. We're like, all right, we put them in public school, and then we went and got, jobs outside of writing. Um, that only lasted for so long with me before I was like, you know what? I don't like this. I'm going to work for myself, and I opened a business. That business is still what I do now. But when I first started it, I mean, it took a few years to get it going, and I did not have the time or the brain juice to write. That was harder for me to make time to write than it was when my children were little. At some point over the years, a TTRPG company hired me for some contract work, and it was sort of a part time thing. And when I was working for them, I had more time to start writing again, and I had inspiration again. And so I started kind of writing when I was working, on some things for them. And I created another habit around it. And now I don't work for that company anymore, but I have kept my habit of writing because I've created the habit and it's easier to work around a habit that's already created than to create a whole new habit. But you can do it. You can create the habit. You just have to organize your time and schedule your day in a way to force time to write. And then the more you do it, the more natural it feels. And then suddenly you realize that you are prioritizing it in a healthy way. So don't give up, figure out a schedule, figure out a way to do it, and get the words out.